This is a review for this thing. These are my Fiskars scissors. These ones are pretty new. So they cut through this faux fabric and this cotton pretty well, but it could be better, especially around like the base. These are my old fabric scissors, Fiskars, that I use for paper. They're struggling, okay? Definitely struggling on this. And then these are these fabric scissors? Not at all. They look like they should be, but they're not. They ain't cutting nothing. So I'm gonna first test on the Fiskars. So I think you just, so let's see. Okay, these are way better. These are way better. Okay, let's keep going a little bit. It's still finicky with the tip. I wonder why. Way better than what they were. So it can cut to the tip, but it has to be at a certain angle. But these are way better than what they started. So I'm going to use them on these now. Okay. These are nice and sharp. And on... Bam. These were pretty good, but they were like having some stops at a couple places. Now they're super smooth. But those weren't too far gone. We're gonna do this one. This is not a Fiskars brand, and I'm gonna double check the angle. It looks like it's lining up, so. Nope. I assume definitely not. Oh, well, okay. Okay, wait. So I think the tips on these. Okay, the tips on these are cutting quite nicely. Maybe I'll focus more on sharpening the base. No. The tips will work though. I'm not gonna sharpen these because the blade angle on these is way different than the blade angle on my Fiskars, and I don't want to fuck these up. So I would say it works pretty good. Way better with scissors that are like not as far gone to like freshen them up and keep them. Now these are pretty much like new, but these weren't too terrible to begin with. They were like just, you could tell they were starting to wear down from when they were brand new, and now these feel brand new. These, so far gone. These were sewing scissors originally, but I started using them for paper, and then they were just like never back to where they were. And these, I'll try sharpening it like even more to see if I can get it better, but this is way better. Like it even being able to cut anything, way better. Not brand new, but way better than where they started. I can use these for fabric again, which wasn't the case beforehand. They're off-brand, like not Fiskars scissors. This was a slight improvement, but not much. It has like a similar angle to the Fiskars scissors, and this has not a similar angle to the Fiskars scissors, so I'm not going to use that on this particular thing. So, but yeah, that's that.